Hello, everybody. Well, I got some sad news. And speaking of sad news, welcome to this channel. I don't want this channel to be specific. You know, I don't. That is not my niche to cover stuff like that. Although I would say my primary niche is about men going to divorce, men going to break up, just trying to uplift men talking about relationships. And if you scroll to my videos, I try to do like funny contents and kind of like react to anything that's I feel is interesting. So this is not exactly what I want the whole channel to be about, but this do relate to everything that I be preaching when it come down to relationships. Okay, so it's been alleged. Everything in this video is allegedly. And before I even start, before I go any further, I do want to say my sympathy goes out to the victim and family members. Respectfully, I am sorry for your loss. I am sorry for all this situation. This is a sad situation all around. And further disclaimer, I'm not here to bully, I'm not here to laugh, I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to do any of that. This video is really for educational purposes for other men and women. um you know, because we all, man, whether you man or a woman, we all can relate to this situation. This is a very, very sad situation. All right, now let's get to it. Now it's been alleged in the news that a 23-year old came home from work and he found a 39-year-old with his girlfriend. Now this is alleged. This is what they're saying happened. First of all, let's talk about the age real quick. A 23-year-old. Okay, that's a young person and with a young mindset. Now I know, but like, hey, 18 is an adult. When you 18, you're an adult, yes. But sometimes just because you turn 18 doesn't mean everything is there. When I say everything there, respectfully, meaning like the way you think, the way you act, the way you move. Like that 23-year-old that's been alleged to do that, situation. When he turned 40, 50, he's gonna look back and be like, man, that was a dumb decision. I was young and dumb. So and I'm not here to make excuse or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm a type of person. I like to look at stuff in all direction. Okay, now the 39-year-old, his name is it's been first of all, let's just go to an article. Okay, um okay, and this is by Carol Robinson, AL News. All right, a 23-year-old has been charged in the fatal of a beloved high school football coach. The Colleen Keyshawn Robinson is charged with in Wednesday night of 39-year-old Demetrius Donald Beverly. Robinson is also charged with unlawful possession of a machine conversion device. Because it's YouTube, I gotta use my words carefully, man. He was booked. Okay, all right, let me see. All right, let me see. So, before we start with the finger pointing, if you ask for my opinion, who's in the wrong here? I feel everybody's in the wrong here. If my opinion, if somebody would have to ask me what's my opinion, what I mean by that is, this is from what? WVTM 13. Police have arrested a suspect after a Birmingham man was on the live Wednesday evening during what police call a domestic incident. Officer responded shortly after 9 p.m. to Lakeshore Ridge apartment complex in the 11 block of Lakeshore Ridge, that's in Sandwich neighborhood. That's where they found Darnell inside a bedroom. He has been and was on response. According to police, he pronounced at the scene. So this is the young man that's alleged of doing the situation. Alright. So I say that everybody's in the wrong here. What I mean by that, well, if the coach one day you at practice, the next day you're gone. Parker High School, remember the coach. If the coach knew that the lady that he went to see had a partner, boyfriend, or whatever, if he knew, then that would be a different story. Meaning, let me try not to sound like I'm talking personally. Let's just talk in general. Any man who knows a woman is involved with another man and decide to still see her anyway, that's a dangerous behavior. Now, the lady who was involved with the 23-year-old, she kind of put both of them in danger. Let's talk about men. Men are, thank God I'm single. Men are very, very emotional. Men love stronger. Men love faster. Men love longer. Men are very emotional, territorial when it comes down to the woman. A man will only love you for like leave. Don't talk to the woman. Don't touch the woman. He is very territorial. And I'm not here to make any excuse or nothing like that. I'm just saying how some men behave. And gentlemen, that's not gonna be us. That is not gonna be us. It's like because we're all so designed to be territorial. Territorial meaning like, that's mine. I don't want nobody else touching it. I don't want nobody else looking for it. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's what I mean by that. I don't even like guns. I don't like guns. As much as I know I need to have it with me all the time, everywhere I go, I really dislike. I just don't like it. I wish we live in a world where we didn't need it. And not everybody can handle coming home, that type of betrayal, coming home to a lady that you like, love, and then to see her betray you like that, you're not thinking straight. You're in the heat of the moment. It's a very, very sad situation. If that gentleman, the coach, did not know that she was involved in somebody else, with somebody else, that's very unfortunate way to go. And this can apply to all of us. We might talk to a girl and she then tell us she had somebody, and we're thinking we have the green light, and here comes somebody arming us. Now, if he knew and allegedly they were just having an affair, that's not something that anybody should be doing. That's dangerous. Ladies, please, please, just break up. Just break up. I don't condone cheating. Cheating is a very, very bad feeling. I had it done it to me, and it's a very terrible feeling. Please, just break up. Just leave your boyfriend, your husband. You know, if you thinking about betraying him like that, just please cut it off and be single, and then do what you do. And then if you have an ex, that's when you call police and do it that way. But if you have an ex that just keep coming around, keep calling, keep texting, you won't let go, then that's when you get the law involved. But playing with two people's lives like that is not. Even the lady lives could have been in jeopardy. Everybody here is like everybody here loses. Well, the lady is alive. The gentleman, the coach, is unalive. The other dude probably gonna spend the rest of his life in prison. And then I hope she stays single. If she have desire to be with multiple men, the best way to do it is to be single. It is a very bad feeling, and I'm not here to take up for anybody, but I'm just telling you, our men are so territorial. That's why I'm so happy I'm single, though. I don't have to check my phone. I don't have to care about who's doing what's done about who. I go to sleep peacefully. That's one thing I really enjoy being single, is that I don't have that feeling if somebody's betraying me. I don't have to be like, yo, who are you? Where are you? What are you doing? None of that. Message to the lady. I'm not here to insult, to judge, to curse, to do anything. All I'm here, but I will say this, please, if you have desire to be with more than one guy, the best way to do it is will be single. Whether or relationship where it's open, poly, open relationship where everybody's on the same page. Look, I have somebody. This is the lifestyle we live. I'm completely single. But this is a dangerous game for everybody. Even if you are single, gents, you're dealing with a girl who you think is single. And sometimes we overlook a lot of stuff, man. I don't care. Your boyfriend at work, okay, cool. Your boyfriend overseas, okay, cool. I don't care. That's not my girl. I'm just here to do what I do and not bounce. That's a dangerous game you're playing. Because, excuse me, very dangerous game. I hope I never meet somebody like that. And I pray I have the strength and the power to do what's right. Meaning, if I meet a girl and she be like, "Oh, Pierre, I'm just crazy about you. I'm just crazy about you. You just everything. I do have a man, but he ain't got no. Just between us." I pray for the good Lord give me strength to be like, no. Especially for me, being on the other side. When I say the other side, meaning being on the side where the girl is doing that to me with another guy. I hope me being the other guy, I don't even entertain that foolishness. I don't care how beautiful or whatever. Men are very territorial with the woman. That's why, because I'm here in Nashville. That's why whenever I meet a couple, they be like, Pierre, we watch you all the time. We love you. And I met a lot of like ladies, like who come to me, um, because they like what I do here in Nashville because I'm a swimmer, and then they will come with the boyfriend or their husband. Although the woman, are the one that like really active on my channel, I always like most of the time I will be talking to the husband. I will be talking to the boyfriend. Like she come up to me, hug me, and talk to me, introduce herself. I said hi, thank you so much for watching. And if I notice there's a guy next to her, I will let it be known. I see you, bro. I see you. I know you're here. I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm not trying to disrespect you. I mean, that's the message that I'm showing him. Like I'm like, like I'll be like, hey, who is this? I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yo, she's good, man. And like thank you so much. I'm like, that's amazing, man. And like I always talk to the men because I know our men feel about the woman. Whenever a couple comes to be like, hey, P, I watch you all the time. I'm like, thank you so much. And then I always acknowledge the men. I always talk to the men. It's still respecting because I know men are territorial with the woman. But yeah, this is a very sad situation. And ladies, you have sons, you have daughters, you have nephews, you have nieces, aunties, uncles. This is a message for, although this is not a ladies channel message, but this message can go to women too. Don't be playing with this man like that. What a very sad situation. All right.